The impact of Hurricane Isaac hasn't come close to that of Katrina, which devastated southern Louisiana and Mississippi 7 years ago to the day. But that's no comfort to the people south of New Orleans, flooded out of their homes, who needed to be rescued by state National Guard soldiers.
House started flooding in. We just got out the back door with the boat, tried to save my next door neighbors, which couldn't happen. The wind was so strong, it was pushing the boat the opposite way.
Their community was overwhelmed by a wall of water that poured over the top of a 29-kilometer section of levee they had hoped would be enough to shield them from a Category 1 hurricane. As Isaac made a slower than expected progression over land, the sheer volume of rain compounded the storm surge of seawater.
We are likely to see an accumulated total of between 12 and 16 inches of rain in South Louisiana, but again, in certain areas, it may be even as high as 20 inches.
Sustained winds of up to 120 kilometers an hour forced power crews to stay indoors, while more than 500,000 customers were left without electricity. There's no promise of when the power may be restored. But residents of New Orleans have been reassured by the first successful hurricane trial of its almost complete $14 billion post-Katrina protective system. Among the new enhancements, flood barriers, pumping stations, and reinforcements to the city's industrial canals, like this one, whose breach was responsible for the loss of thousands of homes back in 2005. But it will be several more years until the same degree of protection is ready for the low-lying bayou towns beyond the New Orleans perimeter. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, New Orleans.